the cardinal number that is above 9, the amount that represents the sum of the fingers or toes. Having little length, short arms. Grammar dual form for the feminine, director or directive. Indicate the weather, it is very hot today. That which is sweet, the sweet of the cake is the best of the party. Figurative, that which is venerated, idol. Call into question or contest, they discuss the award given to the singer. Resting, keeping still, nature sleeps. Form used to call someone, hey, do you come here often? Of reduced capital or relevance, with little or no production force or commercial representation, small company. Sorry comes from the verb excuse. Synonyms: forgive, absolve. Less than normal, the drought left the river low. Powerful woman who wields her influence and power. A collection of habitual and permanent acts that a person performs during the course of his day, day by day. Short underwear, which do not go below the knees. Notebook used to record the events of each day. Material goods, wealth, fortune. Concerning, in the field of, specialist in law. Arrange in a certain way, make up, you need to make the bed. What was coined was made with its own brand. Figurative, children, person with no experience, who is naive, innocent. Of little expression, value or meaning, in the face of all this, your comment is small. To be concentrated or to make someone concentrate, to be with a certain thought, to direct the opinions of the audience, students turn to capitalism. To perform or put into practice some reprehensible act, he was doing a lot of foolish things. Large vat in which the wine is stored in the cellars. Etymology, from Latin nose. Develop something from a certain action, do the work now. Perform certain work, to have as an occupation, he went to college in Sao Paulo. Regionalism, Sarah unable to do something, useless. Do a certain activity, develop, take a leap. Do a certain activity. Cartoon, series of drawings that, filmed, give the appearance of movement. One who is always oblivious to what is happening, distracted. Characterization or mode, the project is divided into 2 stages. From top to bottom, from the top end to the bottom. Make sounds, screamed. Figurative, full of softness and softness, gentle, amenable, sweet gesture. A small brush with a long handle that you use to clean your teeth. Which is short-lived, fast, brief, short film. The last in a series of 4. Supporter of Coritiba Football Club, from Coritiba. Figurative delight, what is pleasant, affable and charming, the sweetness of child's play. The day you were born, shown in numbers, or words and numbers. Cooking seasoned with sugar, honey, or another equally sweet ingredient. Etymology, from Latin cognitus seum. Sports, each one of the checkers game boards when reaching the last line of the board, checker. Each of the 4 parts into which a unit is divided, it has the 4th part of the inheritance. Brazil fam, in the heart, without a doubt, for sure. Popular, being arrested or paying for a mistake, try to apply the scam, the danced. Continuously, in which there is progression, progressively, slowly the mother educates a child. Progressive, whose effect lasts. Cease to matter, fall into oblivion, the truth sleeps in books. Time relationship, as a child, I preferred to read. Who supports this football team? My father is lame. Journal that has publications every day, newspaper. Expresses a sense of place, where, I kept the book at home. Name given to the brother of one of the spouses in relation to the other spouse. My brother-in-law, married to my older sister, is a pain in the ass. A person who specializes in dentistry, who focuses on treating teeth, dentist or dentist. developed the cultivation of plants, created bromeliads, fossil species of reptile from the Mesozoic period whose dimensions reached 11 m in height and 30 meters in length. Sugary flavor, which is good for the spirit and the palate. Be inside, knowing what happens, I'm in the know. Boys or girls who are in the period of childhood between birth and puberty. The apricot tree reaches about 9 m in height. Story in a timeline which is close to the current time. A certain amount of time has passed, he has been gone for 2 months. A certain cooking culinary preparation in which sugar, honey or other sweetener enters. Generic and common designation attributed to large-sized proboscid mammals, which is uninhabited desert island. Build or produce something through the ordering of its constituent elements, making bread, a building, a school, it. Weak, devoid of agitation, no intensity, slow manifestation. Art of preparing food, I prefer Brazilian cuisine to any other. Freehand drawing, which is done without a ruler or compass. Spend the night in the same bed as someone else, he slept with his sister. Each part of the glove corresponding to a finger. Reach a certain age, Pedro will be 30 tomorrow. Who has little height, short athlete. Each of the distinct and articulated extensions that terminate the hand and foot of man and the limbs of other animals. Possessing a long trunk that characterizes an extension of the nose. That you cannot please, which causes displeasure, that leaves a bad impression, unpleasant place, nasty party. Figurative, overwhelmed by passion, sick of chocolate. Characteristics of wild, uninhabited places without people. Characterization or mode, the project is divided into 2 stages. Informal, behave freely, act according to his principles. The street vendor was made with a lot of work. It is said of those who were easily disgusted or are disgusted by anything. To institute something through the enactment of an agreement, to make a treaty of law. Dismiss, excuse. Music that doesn't sound right, that clashes or does not have harmony, out of tune, the rhythms disagree. Crafting something through the use of various elements, they made clothes. That occupies or is situated on a lower level, lives downtown. Banknote or currency used as a form of payment. Currently there are only 2 species, one in Asia, Elephas maximus. Jump, get off the bus. Justify. Informal, hitting someone, brought his hand down on his face. Falling asleep lightly, the boy cannot sleep. Having or demonstrating an opposing opinion to, disagree, disagreed with the supervisor about the thesis. Demonstrate through words, you made a great text. To be given over to sleep, to remain in a state of rest, of suspension of motor and perceptual activity, don't make noise, he is sleeping. Which occurs after the car left and shortly after he drove away. To speak, to discourse using words, express ideas, thoughts, set the speech to the teacher. What might displease? Name of the one who enters any dance, each gentleman with his lady.